Battles happen anytime a player enters an opponent's territory. Not all squad members are required to advance into a territory. If a player decides to split the squad members during an attack, the remaining squad members left in the original territory cannot enter the new territory to battle during that turn. Crossbows, snipers, crawlers, and sprinters may use their specials before the rest of the squad enters a territory. Upon entering a territory, an attacker will always go first, unless the defender has a crawler or crossbow present. After the defender has used all crawlers or crossbow specials, the attacker then starts his or her turn. We will talk about squad member specials in a later video. If an attacker enters a territory with more than one player squad, the attacker must announce which squad he or she is attacking. Each player announces which of their squad members will battle before the first roll. Each squad member requires a specific number rolled against them to be considered hit. Civilians and roamers need a 3, 4, 5, or 6. Crossbows and crawlers need a 1, 2, or 3. Snipers and sprinters need a 3 or a 4. Flamethrowers and hordes need a 1 or a 2. On the first attack in a new territory, the attacking squad will use the battle die as well as the bite or antidote die to attack. If the battle die misses, the opponent has a chance to retaliate with the battle and the bite or antidote dice. If the battle die rolls a hit and the bite or antidote die rolls its double, the losing squad will flip their squad member's token. Opponents are now turned and the squad member belongs to the other team to use throughout the game. If using a flamethrower or a horde, roll with the designated number of battle dice and the bite or antidote die. Any battle dice that roll a hit and match the bite or antidote die will turn the opponent. Squad members that are turned can be controlled by any teammate in the same territory. The last player that moved the turned opponent owns the squad member until another teammate utilizes it. The attacker has a chance to roll 3 consecutive hits per territory without retaliation. After the first miss or on the 4th roll in a territory, the defender is allowed to counter the attack. Each player in the battle will roll 1 battle die to determine the winner. If an attacker rolls a hit and the defender counters by rolling a hit, the battle is nulled and the attacker may start the battle over if they choose. When a miss is rolled, the defender has a chance to retaliate. If the defender also rolls a miss, the attacker may start the battle over if they choose to do so. If the attacker misses and the defender rolls a hit, the attacker removes their squad member from the board. If the attacker chooses to retreat from the battle, that squad must return to their previously occupied territory, and the entire squad occupying that territory is no longer allowed to battle during that turn. However, the player still has the option to battle elsewhere on the board. An attacker may conduct as many battles as needed during a turn, but may only clear 3 territories. As soon as the 3rd territory is cleared, the battle phase is over. When a squad attacks and clears a territory occupied by the other team, that territory can become quarantined or toxic during your turn. Survivors will use the yellow side of the token, and the zombies will use the green side. You may only quarantine or toxify 1 territory per turn. Place the token in the clear territory of your choice, and your opponents are not allowed to enter that territory unless it is occupied by a member of your team. If a squad defeats an opponent in a quarantine or toxic territory, the chip is removed. After all tokens have been placed, teams may move tokens they own to a newly cleared territory.